Hello, Pioneers. Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at this ranking. The King Bitcoin remains the largest cryptocurrency dominating the market. And what about our Pi network? It has already entered the top 15 in market capitalization. And this happened just 2 weeks after officially launching Open Mainnet. That's right, only 2 weeks. As of this video, according to CoinMarketCap, Pi network ranks 11th, an unbelievable achievement for a new project. This is a massive success, a historic milestone that no other cryptocurrency in history has ever accomplished. But let's be realistic. We are still far behind XRP, Solana, Sol, and Binance Coin BNB, not to mention Bitcoin. However, I see many pioneers either praying for Picoin's price to skyrocket or blaming the Pi core team for not doing anything to increase its value. But what about us? Are we just sitting, waiting, and praying? Today's video, how Picoin can grow sustainably. This video will provide a detailed analysis of what can truly drive Picoin's value upwards in a sustainable way. If you are a true pioneer, you will contribute your efforts to help develop Pi network, which in turn will increase the value of Picoin. Along with that, Pi network's upcoming key upgrades will serve as our guiding principles for action. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we will make history with Pi network. Pioneers, we are partners, not just users. Check out our previous video for more insights. We, as pioneers, must realize that we are partners and collaborators with Social Chain Inc. Both sides work together to develop Pi network and share its benefits. Nothing is given for free. This is what true decentralization is all about. The key to Picoin's value: demand. Picoin is a decentralized currency used within the Pi network ecosystem. The most fundamental way to increase its value is by creating high demand for its usage. Sounds simple, right? If everyone wants to own Picoin for a specific purpose, if companies need Picoin to operate and do business, if banks and governments need Picoin as a reserve currency, then, and only then, will Picoin reach its maximum value. A question for every pioneer. If you understand this, ask yourself, why would people, businesses, banks, or governments need to buy Picoin right now? What has Pi network actually built or contributed to the real world so far? Right now, we only have one social platform, Fireside Forum, which still has a relatively small user base. In fact, you might be watching this pifromus video right now, but you haven't visited Fireside Forum for a whole month, have you? Or with the latest upgrade, we can now bid to purchase Web3 domains on Pi domains. However, these domains won't actually become functional until Pi 2 Day, June 28. Right now, they can't do anything yet. If that's all we have, then ask yourself, why would the world need to buy Picoin right now? Currently, the only ones buying and selling Picoin are pioneers who want to accumulate more Pi, and traders or whales, manipulating the market on exchanges, just flipping Picoin back and forth to profit off each other. But as we have said many times before, this does not create any real value for Pi network. Trading on exchanges is just a zero-sum game, or even a negative-sum game in some cases. Why was dynamic pegging activated? Because the demand for Picoin is still very low, the dynamic pegging price protection mechanism was activated. As a result, many pioneers had a portion or even all of their transferred Picoins recalled back into the Pi network app. The actual circulating supply of Picoin in the market dropped from 7.23 billion to 6.89 billion. Yet, the price of Picoin is still declining. Many people are now complaining to the Pi core team, asking why their Picoin hasn't been returned yet. But think about it. What would be the point if doing so causes the price of Picoin to drop to 50 cents or even lower? Would you rather sell 1,000 Picoins at 50 or sell 100 Picoins at $5? This mechanism exists to protect the stability and survival of Pi network. There is no other way. This is an automated system, a smart contract built into Pi network's blockchain. Even if you disagree or protest, there is nothing you can do to change it. We've already explained this mechanism in detail in a previous video. Make sure to check it out. The Pi core team is still working hard. One thing is certain, the Pi core team is constantly working to develop and upgrade blockchain products for its users. They have been working tirelessly, and they will continue to do so. So, how can anyone turn around and blame the PiCore team? They have never stopped working. Want PiCoin to reach $100? Here's the solution. If you're so smart, then come up with a way to instantly get pinetwork to 1 billion users. If that happens, the price of PiCoin will immediately surge to $100, and the PiCore team will release all Pi tokens to users' wallets instantly. That's how this game works. The success of pinetwork will be reflected in the value of PiCoin, and the price of PiCoin will always be determined by global demand for using and storing it. So, here's the real question. If you consider yourself a partner of pinetwork, what will you do to help expand the pinetwork ecosystem and increase the value of PiCoin? This is the real question you need to ask yourself when joining pinetwork. And it's the one you must find the answer to. Let's work together to come up with effective strategies and methods to promote and spread awareness about pinetwork in ways that align with your personal connections and the place where you live. Find ways to introduce pinetwork to as many people as possible and ensure that they receive accurate information about this project. You can even use this very video to explain pinetwork to those who don't understand it or have misconceptions about it. If we can build a strong and growing community, expanding to hundreds of millions, even billions of users worldwide, that's when you will see PiCoin reaching $100 or even higher. We have already overcome the hardest part. The good news is, we've already passed the most difficult stage. Growing from 1 million to 10 million users was extremely challenging, but reaching from 100 million to 110 million users is much easier. At this point, pinetwork has developed a full-fledged blockchain, is listed on exchanges, stands alongside the top 15 cryptocurrencies, and has real products and services that serve everyday life. Now, it's up to you. Don't hesitate. Take action. Promote and spread the word about pinetwork in a powerful, honest, and responsible way. Use whatever methods best suit you and your community. Anyone can do this, and in the end, we will make history. We will succeed, and we will achieve great things together with pinetwork. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For the first time in history, ordinary people like us are being given monetary power. The PiCore team has truly empowered us by allowing us to mine PiCoin for free every day. Now, take a look at the currency you are using in your country. Ask yourself, who created it? Who controls it? Who dictates its value? Think bigger. Think beyond the present. If pinetwork truly succeeds and becomes a global currency, it won't just benefit you. It will benefit future generations, our children and grandchildren. According to statistics, the world currently has over 8 billion people. Even with 100 million users, we are still only 1.25% of the global population. We must work even harder to bring more people into pinetwork so that the project can reach its full potential. The opportunity to be part of a project like pinetwork is incredibly rare. You might never come across another project like this in your entire lifetime. So why not unite and make history together so that one day you can proudly tell your children and grandchildren that you played a role in building the great success of pinetwork. Good luck, Pioneer! Your Pi, your choice.